There it is. It's not as cold this morning as it was anticipated to be due to the fact that, well, we've had some clouds hanging out with us this morning. Glad I got my audio on. Good morning, Julie Lee. We got Ruth joining us this morning, Linda, Christy, Katrina, Robert. Good morning. If you're joining us from the app, we sure hope you have a great morning as well. Obviously, you can't chat along with us, but you can join us on Facebook or even YouTube. It's a quiet start to the day, but we still have the clouds hanging out with us this morning. And I've got a cool time lapse to share with you. If you didn't catch it last night with my evening update, I got a really cool time lapse to share you. So let's just go ahead and take you to that first. We'll take you out to Fox Road Marina. This is in West Knoxville. We had the overcast gray stratus clouds. I went and talked to a school yesterday, Mill Creek Elementary School. We talked about clouds, stratus clouds, kids, and some fog and drizzle and mist, and it kind of just stuck around for a good chunk of the day. And those clouds are still with us here early this morning. A live look out there this morning, and the cloud deck has lifted. Still have a few clouds hanging out with us, and due to the fact that we've got some clouds hanging out with us, that's kept our temperatures from dropping too much. So I do not anticipate a ton of frost here this morning, if any at all. We'll see what the next, say, hour to 2 hours does, because our temperatures will continue to come down. The coldest part of the morning typically is just after sunrise, right before the sun's heat and energy starts to heat up the atmosphere around us. That's it. All right, so when we look at the big picture pattern, we've got our polar jet stream up across New England, the Great Lakes, the polar jet, cold air. Our subtropical jet stream has dipped its way as far south as central and southern Georgia. That's drawing in the colder air already this morning, and that's what brought us the cooler weather yesterday. So let's talk about those weather headlines. Morning clouds, a little bit of frost, not expecting a ton of frost. Afternoon sunshine and cool weather today. Cool sunshine anyways. Clear skies and even colder weather tomorrow morning. We are going to see some light rain showers, though, as we wrap up the week on Thursday and Friday, as another little boundary swings its way on through. And believe it or not, maybe some light mountain snow showers. Or, which one is it? It's not going to pile up too much, maybe a dusting to up to an inch of snow, and that's going to be, I think, about the extent of it. All right, so temperatures this morning as you step outside, we are in the 30s and 40s. So yes, is it chilly? Yes. Is it below average? Yeah, a little bit, but not bad, actually. Average morning low temperatures are in the upper 30s and low 40s, so pretty average for this time of the year. But again, due to the fact that we've had the clouds in place, temperatures have not dropped below freezing. So not looking at much frost to form this morning. We are trending, though, anywhere from 7 to 20 degrees colder than what we were yesterday morning. But remember, those temperatures stayed pretty steady, kind of steadily fell throughout the day yesterday. All right, here's your future cast. Not picking up on much activity here this morning, and I think we're going to have abundant sunshine. It is picking up on a few more clouds. I just don't think that, I don't buy it, per se. Now, we do have another boundary coming on through that may spark off a couple of afternoon clouds, but I think it's going to be abundantly sunny. That's the thinking here today, as we have still some pretty dry air as a cold high pressure starts to build its way on in. Got to remember, a high pressure aloft brings us sinking air. That sinking air is a warming, although it's not going to really warm much, a compressing air mass. And so when you compress it, you can't get rising air to form the clouds. But I do think that we'll have a few fair weather clouds, if not just abundantly sunny today. Lunchtime temperatures, well, no patio weather today. We're only in the 40s, maybe a few pockets of 50s, but afternoon highs, similar to what we had yesterday. Again, at least we're going to have the sunshine and not those overcast stratus clouds that we had yesterday as well. If you have evening plans here tonight, 51 by 6, down to 48 degrees by 8 o'clock here tonight. Thought we had a baseball game tonight. It's a funny story. We've had, 4 baseball games and not one single practice. These poor kids. Due to the fact that we've had the rain. Can't get out there on the ball field. So I think we have practice tonight at 7 o'clock. It's going to be chilly, so make sure everyone's bundled up if you have outdoor events here tonight or practices. All right, here's your next little wave in the atmosphere. That's going to be swinging its way through. So here's this. High pressure builds on in. That's going to help to clear the skies. Nice ridge of high pressure. High pressure brings us happy weather. So high pressure is happy. Low pressure is lousy. Lousy weather. Good morning, Betty. And good morning, Brian. We've got Dogwood winter. It is, my friend. Good morning, Aaron. How are you this morning? So as we get into our Wednesday evening, here comes our next little weather maker. It's going to start to swing its way into the area, but not until Thursday and Friday. So we'll pick up that here in a second. When you look at rain chances, they do ramp up Thursday, start to fade a little bit Thursday night, and kind of stick around Friday. I think we're going to have some of that wrap-around moisture back behind the system that's going to give us a few spotty showers under, say, the partly cloudy skies. Those little instability showers. So one of my favorite weather phenomena is behind a cold front, behind a low-pressure system, and you get those northwesterly winds, you get some fair weather cumulus clouds developing, and sometimes you'll get enough instability in the atmosphere to produce some light rain showers. And I think that's how it's going to play out. Watch this. So we'll see increasing clouds throughout the day tomorrow, increasing, high clouds, light rain showers throughout the day on Thursday, and there's that wrap-around moisture on the backside of it. It's not going to add up to much, but we could see a little bit of energy swinging through to give us some light rain showers throughout the day on Friday. So Thursday and Friday are going to bring us some light rain. Well, maybe I should say light rain, maybe light to moderate rain showers. So most of the models are indicating about a third to about 3/4 of an inch of rain. Some a little bit higher, some a little bit less. But I think the mountain counties will probably get the majority of it, like what we saw yesterday. You get that northwesterly flow. We're going to continue to wring out the atmosphere in the form of some light rain showers throughout the day on Friday. So this is a 2-day rainfall output by the, that would be my 15-kilometer model forecast, in-house model forecast. But as I mentioned, we have some colder air aloft, and that colder air is going to produce some light snow showers across the Appalachians. Even all the way up into New England, they're looking at more snow. Spring kind of snow. That means it's a wetter snow, especially up across New England, although this air mass is pretty dry. So that's just GFS, the American model, painting that picture because it's not going to happen until Friday. So we're a long ways away from that. As we get a little bit closer, we'll get a better idea of maybe, are we looking at a dusting? Are we looking at an inch? I don't think it's going to be much more than that whatsoever. All right, so we'll take you back to the 7-day forecast now as we highlight that in more detail. Cool, a little bit of frost, but not expecting a whole lot. Listen, if you live in a low-lying sheltered area, you may actually have temperatures a little bit colder, and therefore you may have a little bit of frost forming. Other than that, we're going to say cool all day today, a little bit warmer, a little bit closer to those seasonal averages. Average high for the most part is about 69 degrees. We'll be at 64 on Wednesday. A hard freeze is looking likely Wednesday morning. We're down into the 20s and low 30s. And then some showers as we get into our Thursday and Friday. Temperatures will stay right there in the low to mid 60s. We'll fall back behind that cold front on Friday and Saturday, back into the upper 50s on Saturday, so some cool sunshine. Got the rod run going on in Sevierville on Saturday. Sunday, we're back to 63 degrees with more sunshine. And then Monday, we're going to be climbing right back into the low 70s, so more average weather is on the way. All right, got the glasses on this morning, my friends. Allergies are bothering me a little bit too much today. Struggling, hard to get out of bed. Maybe I need to go get a Z-Pack or something, because anytime I start to get this kind of stuff, I get congested pretty quickly, and ain't nobody want an infection, that's for sure. All right, you're going to go play golf this morning. All right, there we go. The golf course the greens are going to be a little bit slower. Wouldn't you say, Lee? Due to the fact that we've got a lot of moisture on the ground, so that's going to slow the greens down. Good morning, Patrick. How are you this morning? Betty says she's getting a little bit better each and every day. We're happy for that, Betty. We're happy for that. Good morning. A good class is cloud reading. There we go. Contrail length, sundogs, jet contrails. Always a sign of a changing weather pattern. We'll see more jet contrails auto tomorrow as those high-level clouds start to enter our area as our next wave moves through. It's always a sign of a changing weather pattern, typically anyways. Lets us know how things are kind of working our way. Got Steven joining us this morning. Still got the shorts on, Big Mike, do ya? You crazy, Steven. You crazy. I get too cold too fast. It is chilly, says Katrina. It is a cold morning. Good morning, Rachel. How are you this morning? It's going to be a great day. At least it's going to be a sunny day, but you'll need those jackets. You know, my kids always ask me when they lay out their clothes the night before, hey, Dad, what's the weather going to be tomorrow? And actually, I caught one of them asking Siri. I said, really, guys? Really? Can you just give me a little bit of love and open up my app? Use the app, not Siri. I've got a school visit had a school visit yesterday. So before we get to work with the national holidays, I would like to share some photos of my school visit to you. Went to Mill Creek Elementary School in West Knoxville, Hardin Valley area. and had a great time talking to the kids. We had a big crowd. Let's see if we can't get some of these pictures up for you. Had a big crowd, lots of kids. Maybe. There it is. There we go. Look at that. Look at all those third graders. We talked about TCAPs. I asked them if they were nervous. I said, I know exactly right where you are because I have a third grader myself. And he is a little nervous over the TCAPs. We had some great photos with some of the kids. Of course, some of the kids that got the smiley faces on their faces can't be seen on TV. You know, we always sign those waivers at the beginning of the year. So we had some fun ones there. Here's another group of the kids. We took them by different classes. Here's another one. Mill Creek Elementary School is a great little school. Been there to talk to the kindergartners. There's another photo. Let's see. Here's me just being animated, talking to the kids, asking them questions, having them answer questions. Got another class group here. Look at all these kiddos. Great group of kids right there. So thanks, Mill Creek Elementary School, for having East Tennessee Weather out on your platforms. Let's get rid of all those. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. We'll get rid of all those. Anyways, got another school visit today. Going to be heading off to, I've got a busy week of school visits this week. I am going to Gap Creek Elementary School. That's in the Kimberlin Heights area. So off of Kimberlin Heights Road, I guess that is. Kimberlin Heights Road is about a 30-minute drive from my house. I've got another one. I have another one, I think, tomorrow. I have another one by the end of the week. So busy. I packed them in this week. So again, if you're a teacher and I've not gotten to your school visits yet, I do apologize. We're trying to line these up. I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. All right, Katrinas, I don't know if I beat you to the punch yet, but maybe I did. It's time to dance, and I want to take you outside and show you what it looks like. Again, in downtown Clinton, not a big deal here this morning. We'll show you what that looks like here as we get the day started. We got the overcast skies. Not overcast per se. We're going to have lots of sunshine as these clouds start to as the clouds start to move on out, and we'll see improving weather conditions. But today is April 8th, and obviously we're always celebrating birthdays and events on every single day because birthdays are important. Woo, these allergies are kicking my butt. Birthdays and events. If you have any events going on in your area, let me know about those. Put those on the chat. It's National Library Workers Day. Big shout out to the library workers. When's the last time you went to a library? Has it been a while? You know, with the fact that you can get books online, you can read books. You don't need to. You know that the libraries do books online, where you can still rent them out like you could the old days. You can still rent them out. Check them out, I should say. Check them out. I do have a busy week, Betty. And so if you've never done that, try that. My wife does that a lot. She's got basically a virtual library card. Goes and puts the book she wants into the library. Sometimes she has to wait her turn because just like the library books, if somebody has it checked out, same with the virtual. If somebody has it checked out, you got to put yourself in the queue and wait in line. But big shout out to the librarians and Library Workers Day. National Empanada Day. Anybody like empanadas? I do like empanadas. They're good. It's National Zoo Lovers Day. I'll give a big shout out to that. Got a couple friends that work at the Knoxville Zoo. We've got a great zoo in our own backyard. Fantastic zoo in our own backyard. Big shout out to Lori and everybody that works at the Knoxville Zoo because they keep that place up and running. And you know what one of my favorite animals at the zoo is? George. Do you know who George is at the zoo? He is I'm gonna blank on the name. Not an orangutan. Maybe he's an orangutan. No, he's a gibbon. George is a gibbon, and he always talks to the crowd, and he is always swinging high over the walkway. It's been a while since I've been at the Knoxville Zoo, but if you ever go, say hi to George. He's a great guy. All right, National All Is Ours Day. What is that all about? All Is Ours Day. Observed each April on April 8th, National All Is Ours Day takes us along 3 views of appreciation. Celebrate each of the appropriate to the day or pick the one that best suits you. The first approach to the day can be looked at as the time to reflect on all of the beauty of nature and all the wonderful things in our life. Rarely do we have time to explore all the nature offers us. I've said that a million times. We've got a beautiful backyard, and sometimes we take it for granted that we've got the number one visited national park in the country. Maybe that's what keeps you from going to the national park, the Smoky Mountains, of course, but maybe not. And if you've not been there for a while, I highly recommend that you check it out. The second way to celebrate today is by appreciating everything that we have. Be thankful. Even if we don't have much, what we do have is a blessing. And we tell our kids that all the time. Listen, be thankful. Why don't try to be the don't try to live up to the Joneses, right? Don't try to live up to your neighbors. You don't know what kind of financial situation they're in. They may look like they have a great life. And that is one thing I have learned over the years with some of my friends growing up over the years as we became adults and got jobs. I've had several friends that it looked like from afar they had it all put together. They had all the nice things. They had the nice car, the nice house. But sometimes we don't realize what kind of financial situation they may be in to have those nice things. So I think sometimes we just have to appreciate what we have, no matter how much or how less you do have. It doesn't matter. If you're walking, talking, you're alive, and you're thankful for your life, that's all that matters. And the third way to view the day is by sharing all that we have. Regardless of what we have, sharing is something that makes tough times easier when we all work together. The greatest times and the greatest things in life are those that are shared. I'll agree. I will agree with that. I will agree with that. And the fact that you share your day with me every single day, I'm so thankful for that. Thank you. All right, those are your national holidays. Let's get another view of one of our other cameras. I know some of these cameras aren't working great right now. I've got to get those relaunched on the East TN Weather's website, which therefore ties into the East Tennessee Weather app. But let's take it back outside. We'll show you what it looks like in Madisonville, Monroe County this morning. Should be a great general aviation day for any general aviators out there. Got a lot of general aviators that check in on this camera constantly. So it is definitely one that is viewed quite a bit. But don't forget, I have other cameras online. And you can find those on easttnweather.com or download the East Tennessee Weather app. Good morning, Claire. Joining us from Look Rock this morning. How are you this morning? Katrina likes the zoo. It's been a while since you've been to the zoo. Love empanadas. Empanadas. Good morning. A good day to go mushroom hunting, says Jeremy. Nice. Is that something that you typically do? I know Jesse joins us on the platform, and he was looking forward to mushroom foraging, if you will. Julie, I'm thankful for you, friend. No place like home in East Tennessee. Amen to that. Good morning, Tiffany. How are you this morning? And I appreciate you too, Betty, every single day, as well as you, Claire. Absolutely. Couldn't do it without you all. Let's see if we have any new photos to share along here this morning. Coming in from the East Tennessee Weather app. If you don't know this by now, you can just click on Witcher's Pictures and share all East Tennessee Weather apps. Ooh, apps, not apps. Pictures. We've got a couple on here. We got one. Let's see what this one says. This one's coming from Erin. Big shout out to Erin. She's joining us this morning. How about this photo? Giving us her rain gauge. Picking up almost 3 inches of rain in her rain gauge. And look at your cute little rain gauge. Hold on, let me shrink this a little bit. Look at that cute little rain gauge you got there, Erin. Almost 3 inches of rain. So incredible rain there. Erin, thanks for uploading that photo to Witcher's Pictures. We also had another one from Bill Lyle. Now, of course, he's using the wrong app. He's using the wrong app. Unless he posted that, let's see what he says. He said, he didn't say anything. He said iPhone app. Yeah, high of 64, high of 61. I don't think so. Remember, we stayed in the low to mid 50s all day long. Maybe Bill was joining us on the platform yesterday and couldn't respond because he was on the East Tennessee Weather app or the website. And I did ask that question, what does your app say for a high temperature? And did we make it into the low 60s? Now, did we have an official high in the 60s? Sure, we did, but not during the day when we're all up and about and at it. Good morning, Tom. How are you this morning? Love it, Aaron. Absolutely love it. And we got Kathy joining us this morning as well. John, sorry I missed your text yesterday. We've been dealing with a lot here at the house. It's a nice cold day for pressure washing, he says. John is one of the East Tennessee Weather sponsors. You'll see him. You saw him yesterday. He goes on yesterday's afternoon weather update, or maybe yesterday evenings. Anyways, if you're looking for any sort of pressure washing, whether your house or your business or your concrete, your driveway, I do have links on my website or on my app to get right to John Ashley and Prestige Curb Appeal. So give them a big shout out if you're trying to clean up your house. They do have a commercial running on all East Tennessee weather platforms as well. So good stuff going on there. And John, thanks for your support, buddy. And I'll get back to I'll call you later on today. Got to get off to a school visit here later on this morning. Get the kids off to school. We'll see if they want to walk down to the bus stop or if we're gonna drive this morning, thanks to the temperatures. Although not too terribly bad. Remember, it's going to stay cool today with some cool sunshine. A reinforced shot of colder air moves in overnight tonight, and it's going to be a hard freeze or widespread frost early Wednesday morning. We warm nicely Wednesday and Thursday, but rain showers settle back in Thursday and Friday with cool sunshine returning, but dry weather for the upcoming weekend. If you're joining us on the East Tennessee Weather app, I'll send you right back to the 24-hour weather channel, and you'll get your forecast, so stick with me if you joined in late. If you want to open up the East Tennessee Weather app because you joined on social media a little bit late, I will send that forecast for you as well, so you can just open it, and you'll see the live broadcast right there at the top of the screen. Or don't forget, I have posted that, or you can go back and rewatch this live, but I've also posted on Instagram this morning as well. All East Tennessee Weather platforms are updated 7 days a week, my friends. Download it today. Scan the QR code right there in the bottom right-hand side of the screen. It is Tuesday. You know what that means? That means tomorrow's Hump Day. You know who joins us on Hump Day? Good old Ed Rupp. We got to talk about the camel. Debbie's got to take her shower. We'll see you back here on Hump Day tomorrow. Be safe. Be kind to each other. Life is short.